Hello Leo, and welcome to the Green Woman Tarot. This is your reading for the next 2 weeks, which is from the 24th of May to the 7th of June 2021. And it's a general reading just to see what sort of energies are around you at this time, to see what's on the cards for you. But before we delve into the tarot reading, I need to consult the oracle, and this is a compendium of witches oracle that I'm using today to draw a couple of cards from, just to start your reading off with. So let's see, what words of wisdom does the mysterious oracle have for Leo for the 24th of May to the 7th of June 2021. What messages, oh okay, you've got that one, we'll leave. What messages are here for Leo for the next 2 weeks? What does Leo need to know at this time? So one's flown out, and I will just pick you another one. Oh, okay, we'll take there where the deck fell apart, shall we? And let's see what you get. So you had the Explorer coming out, so that's sort of adventure, expanding your horizons and gaining knowledge through that. Being willing to tread what is an unknown and sometimes difficult path in order to find out new and exciting things, right? And then you've also got the Alchemist, which is about the inner workings. So it's perhaps this expanding outwards is more metaphorical, and it implies, finding out the finer details, the inner workings of something, in order to be able to create, in order to understand how it works, so that you can create new avenues, new directions for yourself. So it involves quite a bit of learning, gaining knowledge, experimentation even. And it really looks like the sort of energies about exploring, whether and expanding, and that's whether that's in an inward way or an outward way or both. But there you have the Alchemist and the Explorer. So let's see where the rest of the reading takes you. Let's see what's on the cards for Leo for the 24th of May to the 7th of June 2021. What messages are here for Leo for the next 2 weeks? What does Leo need to know at this time? This is the 5-cent tarot, which I'll be using today to draw an 8-card spread for you, with the first 2 cards depicting you, where you are now in your current situation, and then the next 2 cards highlighting the challenges you face at this time, with the following 2 cards offering some guidance from divine energies as you move towards the last 2 cards, which may reveal your possible outcome, the energies where you're going towards at the end of this period. Right, so let's see what you get. We have the 5 of matches and the 7 of matches, okay, with your challenge being temperance and the 4 of cups. There's a lot of energy here, a lot of excitement and willpower and wanting, desire. And then you've got, as I say, the King of Matches and the High Priestess as your guidance cards. And then you have the Devil and the Hanged Man in your outcome row. And you've got the Knight of Matches. This is all about adventure, actually. This is sort of, it does seem that the whole theme here is all about, sorry about the cat, is about, you know, stepping out, exploring, having that energetic and passionate embrace of life, if you know what I mean. Sort of, you know, this is a lot of action, a lot of desire, a lot of excitement in your deck here. I mean, in your spread. So you start with the Five of Matches, which is about a lack of cooperation or a disalignment of energies. It sort of could mean exciting new challenges or small setbacks that, you know, you can see as exciting challenges if you're willing to look at them in a positive light. It sort of implies a bit of rivalry and competition, sparring for position. And right next to the Seven of Matches, which is about, you know, that sense of defending your patch, holding your own and knowing that you have the upper hand in a situation. So it does seem that there's a lot of dust being kicked up as you start the week. And the challenge is actually to find that calmness, that patience, to temper all this desire, this action, this excitement, to, you know, just tone it down in order to find, you know, to allow yourself some time of inner reflection, which is what the Four of Cups is about. It's contemplation. I mean, I know there can be that contemplation can slip into a sense of apathy or laziness. But I mean, with all this other energy here, I don't know so much. But it's about, you know, your challenge being to calm down, to pour some water on, was it that expression, to pour oil on troubled waters? So it's to slow down this energy a little bit in order to focus it in one clear direction and make it useful, rather than just burn yourself out to a point where you may be feeling exhausted, sullen, apathetic. And in that state, you may well miss out an opportunity arising. So you don't want to get too caught up in excitement, even though it is on the cards of, you know, discovering things, exploring things, and finding out the inner workings of things. The guidance here with the King of Matches is sort of implying that you need to master all this energy and this excitement to use it in a constructive and directed way to help others, you know, so that it's not all internal. It's sort of something that you can put out to the world. Yeah, so it's, you know, finding that mastery, certainly not quelching the, or, you know, it's not totally subduing all this passion and energy, but channeling it in an ordered fashion in order to make something useful with it, having that vision and intent that you need to see a project through, and needing to again, you know, the High Priestess is another card of stillness. You know, find that inner stillness, and so, you know, it's in line with the Four of Cups, which is about reflection and contemplation, and it sort of urges you to take that time, that contemplation deeply. You know, it's a deep spiritual sort of stillness that allows knowledge and intuitive answers to come up from within you. So you've got to definitely, there's, you know, you've got to be aware of the chaos that this intense passion and energy can create, and channel it, calm it down, calm yourself down from within and channel that energy into something useful, because you're moving towards a time when you may find things suddenly stop. With the Hanged Man, sort of implies, again, this is another card of stillness, another card of pause and reflection in order to gain inner knowledge, to gain enlightenment in something. And next to the Devil card, it sort of suggests that you may, in that contemplation, in that stillness, if you're able to follow the advice the cards bring today, in that moment of stillness and deep contemplation, you may begin to question the balance of something, the truthfulness. The Devil is about, to me today, I'm seeing deceptions that may be revealed to you, and that may be self-deceptions as well. It doesn't necessarily mean you've been led up the garden path by someone else, but I'm getting a sense that you may begin to question what you've given your power over to. You may begin to question, what you've, whether you've allowed yourself to become so engrossed into something that was perhaps alluring and very exciting to begin with, but you may begin to question you may begin to question whether it's perhaps become stale or toxic in any way, and begin to ask what you've aligned yourself with, what you've tied yourself down to, what you've given your power over to. And when you look at it in line with the Four of Cups, which, as I said, can be about inner reflection, and also a sense of flatness, or a sense of disillusionment. So I get a sense, what the card sort of says, that there's a lot of excitement and energy, and some of it's quite aggressive in the beginning, and there's this desire to just speed off with that sense of adventure and action, and unless you're able to temper this and channel this energy in a thoughtful, mindful and productive way, through using inner contemplation and making time for space, being mindfully calming yourself down. And perhaps this is where you may be wanting to question the underlining aspects of things, the inner workings of things, in order to gain enlightenment, because you may sort of bring yourself to a point where you feel that this adventure has gone flat, and the reason may be because it's not as it seemed. You may feel that you've allowed yourself to become attached to something that's not serving you as it should, and in that moment, it sort of brings you to it's a bit of, perhaps could be seen as a stalemate or having your hands tied, but really with the Hanged Man, he's often put himself in that position in order to take that time to pause, reflect, to surrender to what is, and in that calm stillness, much like the High Priestess's stillness, he gains enlightenment. So, although you may be, after a rush of exciting activity, you may feel flat, but that flatness has a purpose. It's a time and a space where you can contemplate in a constructive way, in a deep and meaningful way, and gain some enlightenment. Phew. So there you have it, Leo. A lot of energy, and it just needs to be channeled carefully, or you may regret where you've taken yourself with it. So there you have it. I hope you enjoyed your reading and that it resonates with you. And if so, please remember to hit the like, share and subscribe buttons, and then enjoy the next 2 weeks, and God bless you till we meet again.